Hey guys, we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 22, and it's going to be verse 6. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. Now, to understand this, okay, and I'm not trying to lessen or weaken the word. The word is powerful, okay? Word is powerful. But understand this. You're going to do the best that you can as a parent. This is what it tells you to do. That means, are you training it up in the way it should go? Training up that child in the way it should go. That's not just the worldly things that they need to know. That is specifically the spiritual things that they need to have and be equipped with. All right. It doesn't mean that they're not going to rebel at times. It's that at that time that we need to be strong and disciplined. It's not your goal to be their friend. I promise you, it's not. What you want is later to have been those kids to be able to look back and say that you cared about them enough to love them, to spend some time with them, have fun with them, all those things like that. But you loved them enough to be strong and firm, and that you were able to be what God is for us. Because He asks us to do things. Sometimes we rebel, and we are disciplined as a result. We reap what we sow. And so, in so being, with training up a child the way it should go, the godly principles that we should be training them with, training ourselves with, learning ourselves, doing, being an example. They're going to watch. Okay, that's the thing that's kind of the secret to this whole thing is they're going to watch you more than they're going to listen to you. When you're training them up, make sure that that training involves you being what you're asking them to be. All right. And so when we look at this, when we look at, what this verse means, train them up. And when they're older, they can look back and say, hey, I have been trained and I'm going to train my children the same way. And what scares me is, we got grandkids now. And so what scares me is they tell us that you'll find out how good a parent you were by your grandchildren. So we'll see, we'll see what's going on there. But, I praise God and I thank God that He gives us this promise, okay? And that is, if you'll do it right, if you do the best that you can in training them spiritually moving forward, and all these things in the world that we can use spiritual principles for, train them up in the way they should go. And when they're older, they're not going to depart from those things. Now, doesn't mean they're not going to rebel, doesn't mean they're not going to have time, but you train them right. You train them right. And then the prayer is that they come back to Jesus if they do rebel, or that they stay on this path and they stay strong in the Lord. Train them up right. Train them up right. Don't try to be their best friend. Don't try to give them everything that they want. Just be what God has called you to be. And that's a good mom. That's a good dad. That's a good grandparent. Train them up. Grandparents, help the parents to train them up. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.